Liang calms him down, and after some investigation, they find a mark there which Liang had seen in the club at night. That is why they go back there again, and this time Lei stays outside, so that if something happens again, they can know. When they go inside, a boy tries to stop them, but they push him aside and go inside. That boy, in fear, calls someone. Inside, there, Liang and Zayu find a secret room. When they enter it, they find a computer that contains some data, so Zayu starts copying it while Liang looks around at the other thing. Just then, the goons outside arrive, so both of them start working quickly. At the same time, Liang finds a cabin in which a large amount of blood is stored. Seeing this, he cannot understand anything and starts thinking about why there is so much blood there. On the other side, we see Wang, who was with his girlfriend Yuji, who had turned into a vampire. The doctor had told them this happened after an accident. That is why Wang used to go to the same restaurant to bring blood for her. But after drinking people's blood for a long time, she had become tired of it and wanted to die, but Wang stops her. Then we see that as soon as Yang comes into sunlight, he also starts burning. From here, a past scene is shown, where because of bloodthirst, Yuji had bitten Yuang as well, and that is why now he was also a vampire. But to cure himself and Yuji, for which he was making the medicine, for which he had also taken blood sample. Now the scene comes back to Liang. When both of them go outside, some goons come and catch them. When it is time to kill them, Lei comes there and threatens them that if they do anything, she will set fire to the petrol lying below. Seeing this, they get very scared and let all three of them go. But then she throws the lighter down, and while trying to catch it, Liang falls. Then that man realizes that what was lying there was only water. After this, he orders his most advanced men to chase them, but somehow they had already escaped from there. After this, we see that he goes to tell a girl that Liang and Zayu had entered his blood bank. Hearing this, she gets extremely angry and hurriedly tells them to search quickly. Now here, we are not shown her face, but later we will find out who this woman actually is. On the other side, Liang, Zayu, and Lei get the location of the patient, so all three of them immediately leave for that place. When the three of them come out, we see that someone is already following them. After some time, they reach near the allotment area. As soon as the people there see them, they attack them. But because she was still outside, she did not know about Lei. When Zayu tells them that he has found the route to the blood bank, Yuang starts getting angry because that dishonor story was extremely dangerous. Zayu does not understand what is happening. Meanwhile, Yune May arrives there and starts talking to him. While they are talking among themselves, the people outside capture Lei and call them out. Because of the danger of weapons, Zayu does not go outside, but Liang and Zayu go out, where they see that Lei has been kept at gunpoint. That is why they are told to touch the wall. Outside, the goon calls Yuang out, while inside Yuang and Yune May are talking. Yune May says that she wants to go outside because she has received a lot of love from him and does not want his life to be in danger because of her. Saying this, she starts going outside. Yuang stops her and gives her an injection that contains his blood sample, but Yune May goes outside without protection and attacks the goon. Because of Zayu's light, she starts burning quickly, and everyone gets confused about what is happening. Meanwhile, Lei somehow sets fire around them and stands there. Just then, Yuang arrives, and in front of him, Yune May dies completely. Seeing this, the goon, while burning, tries to fire at Zayu, but Liang covers Zayu's body to save him, due to which Liang gets shot. Seeing this, Zayu immediately goes to him and tries to lift him up. This makes Yuang feel very bad, and he himself comes into the sunlight and injects himself with an injection, because of which all his wounds start healing automatically and his eyes begin to change color. From this, we understand that Yuang has also turned Liang into a vampire. Then Yuang goes aside, apologizes to everyone, removes his coat, and disappears after turning into a bat. Zayu had seen everything and comes back talking about taking Liang to a doctor. From here, later, we see Lei near Yune May's grave, in which her body was not there. It was made only in her memory. Lei promises that she will definitely find out what happened to them. Later, we see Zayu in the evening, who wakes up in panic. The strange thing is that all the injuries on his body are gone. Also, while exercising, he does not feel any tiredness at all. Seeing this, he starts thinking about what has actually happened to him. When he goes outside to Liang, Liang asks him to eat food, but he refuses because he does not feel hungry at all. Meanwhile, Lei arrives there with her pistol and says that she will stay with them until she finds out everything about the meeting. At first, Zayu's family has a problem with this, but later they agree. After this, since Zayu does not understand what is happening to him, he goes to Hua and asks her to run some tests. Since a report was about to come, he leaves from there. After this, we see Zayu in his office, where he is talking to a girl. A dead body had been found in her office, but by the time security was called, it had disappeared. Later, a code is found there with a note written on it saying, "Wherever you are, come back." He does not understand who wrote it or why. Then Zayu searches the office, and as soon as Zayu reaches there, he finds out that it belonged to a man named Fong. Suddenly, he feels that someone is outside, so he gets up and goes out. But that man realizes that Zayu is following him, so he starts running. Zayu throws something from a distance and makes him fall on the road. As Zayu moves toward him, someone from behind hits him with acid and knocks him unconscious. Then Zayu sees a vision in which he is lying with Yune May, talking romantically. Yune May tells him that earlier he used to give up a little early, but she makes him promise that he will never give up and will always focus on his work. When Zayu opens his eyes, he is lying there and finds a letter meant for him. It says that he now has only 18 hours left. Seeing this, Zayu tells the soldiers to keep an eye on him so that he is not in danger, and also asks Lei to investigate this matter. That is why he goes to Fong's house and asks for the CCTV footage to find out who is chasing him. After some time, night falls, and the men come to him and ask whether he was keeping watch. At first, he denies it, but later admits it. He turns out to be the same man whom Zayu had thrown onto the road. From here, a fight starts between Zayu and that man, in which Zayu beats him very badly. Lei also helps him. Then they find out that the man was keeping an eye on Zayu because he had received a lot of money from a team for this job. Hearing this, they leave from there. After this, Zayu takes Lei to the viceroy because Lei's hand was injured. After returning, the doctor tells them that Zayu's blood report has arrived, and it is very strange because his blood is unlike anything in this world. Then we see Zayu with someone else. She tells Zayu that earlier she was working on a case with him in which rich people were being kidnapped using fake ambulances. But that case was closed easily, and after that there was no talk about it. Hearing this, Zayu understands what has happened to him. Now he goes with them to a party house, where after mingling with many people, he gets some tips. He also carefully looks at the photos displayed there. Later, we see Zayu with police officer Fong, who is his good friend and was also seen at the beginning of the drama. Fong tells him that nothing has been found about the homeless people, and they were also talking about Yune May, but still nothing concrete is found. Hearing this, Liang and Zayu go to search for the places where Fong used to come often. Everything there is broken. Then Zayu gets a vision and finds out that Fong died there, and at that time Jin and the fake ambulance were present. That is why Liang and Zayu make a plan. According to the plan, Zayu pretends to be homeless, goes to a place, drinks some alcohol, and pretends to faint. Soon, some people take him in a fake ambulance. Zayu follows them and also informs the police. They take Zayu to a cursed place, where he starts beating the goons and sees that many dead bodies are kept there, including Fong's body. Because of the blood kept there, Zayu starts feeling tempted, but since he does not yet know that he has become a vampire, he runs away. Many people come there to kill him. First, Zayu makes two cars coming toward him crash into each other, and then starts killing all of them. The fight goes on for a long time. The man whom Zayu had identified earlier attacks them many times, but nothing happens to him, and he easily kills many people. His eye color also changes. When Zayu is about to kill him, suddenly Liang arrives, because of which Zayu falls. Since he had not eaten anything since morning, he becomes unconscious. After that, Liang takes him to the hospital. Here, the doctor treats him properly and brings him back to consciousness. After regaining consciousness, he sees that his condition has returned to normal, but the doctor does not tell him much about what happened the previous night. From here, we see that Jin has been taken into police custody, where his crimes are being revealed. After this, Zayu calls Yao and asks her to meet him. Both of them meet in the church where Fong used to come. There, the truth comes out that Yao had met Fong 10 years ago, and both of them fell in love. After that, Fong started finding out things about Yan. When he found a lot of evidence, one day he went to her and said that he would bring Lin back in exchange for a lot of money. Hearing this, she did not like it at all and decided to break up with him. After this, Zayu tells her that nothing like that actually happened. In fact, Fong had deliberately distanced himself to protect her because Jin was after him. He also knew that later the police would find the data and hand it over to Han, and Han would reveal everything. That is why he had hidden the data and directly pretended to commit suicide in front of Lei. Upon hearing this, Yao's eyes fill with tears. Then Zayu shows her a trap that Fong had made specifically for her. After seeing this, Yao leaves from there, crying. At night, we see that Zayu gives a very emotional speech, but later reveals the truth, which makes him feel very good. We also do not see Yune May in his hand. Then Zayu watches the next video, in which he sees a girl standing on the side. He is very shocked because she looks exactly like Yune May. With this, the series ends. We see Zayu, who has come to meet Jin in jail. He shows him a photo of a girl who looks like Yune May and asks about her. Jin tells him that she is a devil. Zayu replies that she is Yune May. Jin says nothing, just smiles, and walks away. On the other side, in the hospital, we see a girl named Hwan, who is an officer. She tries to go meet her dad, but a man comes out and tells her that he has passed away. The scene shifts back to Zayu, and as soon as he reaches home, he gets a call from Hwan, who invites him to her house. Since Hwan and Zayu are very good friends, he goes there. Hwan takes him inside, introduces him to her brothers, and tells him that her father was a big gangster who left a will for them, according to which they will get everything. Then she shows him a safe in which the will is kept, but they do not know how to open it. And if they enter the wrong password 3 times, everything inside will be destroyed. Hearing this, Zayu does not understand anything. Then Hwan shows him a sketch that has 4 dragons drawn inside it. Actually, this was a clue to open the safe. Zayu starts working on it. After that, at night, we see Yu, Hwan, and Liang trying to find out where such dragon sketches exist. They find a nearby Chinese restaurant because the photo they have is very similar to that sketch. Then the restaurant owner comes and asks them why they are there. At this point, the scene cuts to Jin, who is being interrogated by the police. He laughs and says that they should go and tell their boss that he is refusing to tell them anything. He also threatens that if anyone touches him, the people he works for will not leave anyone alive. On the other side, Zayu, Hwan, and Liang show the sketch to the restaurant owner and explain everything. As soon as he sees the sketch, he recognizes it and says that this sketch must have been made by Hwan's father, Yan. Hearing this, Zayu tries to ask him more questions, but the owner refuses to talk further and asks them to leave, and he himself also goes away. Because of this, they have to leave as well. When Zayu goes a little ahead alone, a man suddenly attacks him, causing Zayu to become unconscious. That man gets down from his bike and starts searching for the sketch near Zayu. Suddenly, Zayu grabs his hand, punches him, and asks who sent him. At the same time, Fong arrives and catches that man. In the next scene, we see Hwan, Zayu, and Liang sitting with Fong in a restaurant. While talking about that man, Zayu finds out that he is a friend of the chef of the same hotel they had just come from. There are also rumors that he is one of the Russian smugglers. Hearing this, Zayu immediately reaches the hotel and starts beating the chef. The owner comes in between and tells Zayu that he will answer all his questions. Later, when both of them sit together, the owner tells him that Yen lost his mother in childhood, which is why he was forced into this work. But he had great talent in painting, and he had made the painting displayed outside. Later, he used his talent to make fake passport. After that, a mafia hired him, and Yen became deeply involved in that work. When the mafia died, he transferred everything in Yen's name. Zayu then asks about the secret of the sketch. The owner tells him that the sketch points to someone very special to Yen. He had made the big dragon sketch outside for his daughter, so he believes that the other dragons also point towards specific people. Hearing this, Zayu starts thinking deeply about who that person could be. While talking at home, they remember that Yen's manager was the closest to him, and that Yen trusted him the most, so they decide to go and talk to him. Yan's elder son, Han, takes Liang with him and tries to tempt him by saying that he will make him very rich if he gets the will transferred in Han's name. On the other side, Han, Yan's younger son, tries to tempt Hwan by offering her $100 per month and a sports car if she gets the will transferred in his name. Hwan scolds him and leaves. The scene shifts to Zayu, who is talking to the manager and gathering information about Yen. They talk for a long time, and Zayu learns many things from him. After that, we see Zayu sitting in a car with Hwan. There, Hwan tells him that her father never liked her because she became a police officer. She also started hating her father from the day she saw him kissing another woman at the time of her mother's death. Hearing this, Zayu starts thinking. Just then, Han and Jilan arrive and start fighting while talking about the will. After this, Zayu again goes to the restaurant owner. While talking to him, he finds out that Hwan, Han, and Jilan are the children of Yan's second wife. But he also had another son who got separated from him when Yen went to jail. Zayu questions the restaurant owner about a mysterious woman who met Yen for business at Kanto's restaurant. The owner says they only discussed business and never spoke lovingly. The chef is dead. His body was found near a dock after a vampire attack. As Zayu leaves, a vampire attacks him. knocks him unconscious, and steals an envelope. The mysterious woman takes a business card from it, burns it, and walks away smiling. She wears a pendant identical to Yune May. At Hwan's house, Zayu explains that the 4 dragons in the sketch represent Yan's 4 children. Everyone is shocked. They believed he had only 3. Zayu reveals the 4th child is the manager, Zhang. In flashback, a mafia boss tried to kill Yan for money. Zhang killed the mafia boss. Yan saved him with a passport and money, then went to jail. After his release, they reunited, but Yan never told anyone about his other son. Zayu says the birth months are the safe's password. After 2 failed attempts, Zayu enters the correct code and retrieves the will. Han faints upon grabbing it. Zhang and Hwan read it while Zayu, Wan, and Liang leave. Wan reveals that Yen was happy his daughter became an officer. Knowing Han and Qin were foolish, he transferred power to Zhang and Hwan. Hwan shows Zayu an envelope from the safe containing photos of Yune May and Yen. A model gets photographed, then dies in her bathtub when the water turns to blood. Zayu and Hwan examine Yan's belongings, wondering why he turned to crime. A blind girl hires them. She lives with her brother Yulong, who was arrested for murdering a model. The weapon was found with him. She insists Yulong is innocent. He was homeworking. Despite his confession, Wan believes the girl and convinces Zayu and Liang to investigate. At Hua's clinic, the compounder tells Zayu something shocking about his blood. Zayu ignores it to focus on the case. Wan visits the model's workplace, but learns little. Zayu meets the post-mortem doctor, who describes a strange drill mark on the model's hand. Zayu remembers seeing a sharp tool at the blind girl's house. Yulong refuses to meet Zayu, having confessed. Fong sends murder site files. They interview the model's friend and learn the model had another friend, Yulong's girlfriend, a former model who became blind and quit. Crime scene photos show the model tried writing MM before dying, possibly the killer's initial. They go to Yulong's house and secretly enter. They find photos showing only girls' legs and take Yulong's camera. The blind girl returns, but they escape. The camera contains encrypted photos. At Hua's clinic, the compounder says decoding will take time. Zayu and Liang visit the murder site, photographed her leg. When she reached home, he grabbed her, knocked her unconscious, and put medicine in her eye, blinding her. May explains she controlled Yulong's mind. The team rushes to rescue Han. Outside, May tells Wan she knew her brother Jao and what happened to him. Wan tries getting answers, but May leave. Wan doesn't tell the others about this encounter. Zayu tells Han that Yulong was released. Evidence proved someone else committed the murder. As Zayu leaves, May calls, suggesting he check CCTV footage. With Jian's help, Zayu obtains it and sees Yune May at Han's house, pretending to be May's son while taking pictures. Yune May planted the encrypted card in Yulong's camera. Zayu wonders if Yune May is alive. At a film shoot, actress Lee Na receives a gift with blood-stained crushed objects. Zayu meets someone who calls him a monster, saying he can walk in sunlight now, but the time will come when he'll understand. Zayu returns home, where Lee Na's manager arrives, hiring them because someone's life is in danger. They meet Lee Na, practicing for her shoot. She refuses protection, but agrees when the manager insists, on the condition they talk to the designer. Wan is angry about working for someone else, but Liang convinces her it's retail work. Fong shows Zayu photos of targeted models, giving ideas about potential attacks. Zayu tests Li Na's gift. The lab finds a switch mechanism and a death card. Liang informs Zayu. During shooting, Li Na gets irritated and leaves. The male lead asks her out, but she scolds him. Zayu notices a falling cable. Tao arrives, knowing much about the city. A wooden cupboard falls, but Li Na is saved. Reports show the receipt was cut earlier. They wonder who did it. The next day, Li Na is impressed by Zayu's shooting skill. Zayu receives Wan's call. At Li Na's vanity van, someone has soaked her costume in blood. They're scared, but don't focus on it. When Li Na goes for a massage, someone enters her room and tries to touch her. Meanwhile, the manager receives a gift in Li Na's office. When opened, a toy explodes and injures her head. The person in the room tries to escape. Zayu chases him. It's the film's lead actor, who says he only came to talk to Li Na. Zayu believes him. The manager is hospitalized. Zayu shows a photo of a cutter used to cut the rope earlier. Suspicion falls on Li Na since only she and the manager could access the office. But Li Na refuses to suspect her sister. At night, during another shoot, Li Na must escape from a car with a bomb. In reality, an actual bomb is fitted. Li Na gets stuck inside, but Zayu saves her just as the glass is about to break. Fong is in jail. He worked at the construction site and did everything as instructed. He liked Li Na, but but she never noticed him, so he followed Tao's instructions. Zayu confronts Tao, who admits jealousy over Li Na's popularity. Huan reveals she had advocated for Tao's modeling career. Shocked, Tao forgives Li Na since she's her sister. Later, at a store, May meets Juan in the evening. She had called to meet, and Juan agrees. When they meet others, May grabs Zayu near the river, telling him to investigate certain people. The next day, Liang joins Hoyu, who's going to his old school for a reunion. Emotional, Hoyu tells Zayu about Rue, a classmate he liked who committed suicide. When questioned, everyone stayed silent, which saddens Hoyu. They travel to the village school. Hoyu is happy, he loves trip. At school, the teacher takes them to Liang's class, where others wait. They talk for a long time. Later, Hoyu goes outside thinking about Rue. At night, they try learning about Rue, but no one wants to talk. Someone suggests playing an old game. Players cut wires, choose cards, complete tasks, then perform what is written on the card. Everyone enjoys the game until Hoyu picks his task. He becomes quiet, leaves the paper, and walks out. Others read, "Number 3, only number 5. This same line appeared 20 years ago when Rue was at position 5. Thinking it's a joke, they angrily throw it away. Everyone refuses to continue, but one girl insists they discover if Rue's death was truly suicide or murder. An argument starts, pausing the game. Outside, Hoyu tells Zayu that when Rue died, a number card was found near her but couldn't be explained since number 3 was Hoyu. Inside, pressure resumes the game. They discuss what happened that day. They claim to go on a survey but stayed in the room. Suddenly, they hear someone falling. Outside, Rue is found dead. Zayu asks whose task involved Rue. One girl says she was first. They were to go to the school corridor together. Rue talked about trusted people and seemed angry. Another says her second task was bringing medicine with her. Rue talked romantically, revealing secrets about tumors after Ning and having an affair, though she really liked Hoyu. Hoyu understands, but stays silent. After a break, Liang tells Zayu he used to bring Rue lunch and care for her during school. She liked his company, and they spent hours together. Zayu stops everyone. He's figured out the murder. He shows where Rue fell from. With exceptional observation, he understands everything. Rue wasn't murdered by Ling. Ling admits she didn't do it. Zayu reveals she changed vote cards, deliberately making it number 3 so suspicion would fall elsewhere and police would declare it suicide. Ling shouts she changed cards, but didn't kill Rue. Zayu asks why she sent Hoyu to the terrace using his name. Another student interrupts, saying he did it on Ling's instructions. He killed Rue. Hoyu takes the teacher to the classroom. The teacher confesses he called Rue to the terrace to teach her a lesson and pushed her down. Out of fear, he stuck the number on her body and left. Hearing this, Lin Hua beats him badly, demanding why. The answer is revealed in flashback. Malin was bringing Rue to show her the teacher's truth, as Rue thought he was good. Malin saw the teacher taking advantage of a girl. Hua slips and falls. Malin runs, but the teacher sees her. Fearing she'd tell, he kills her. Everyone becomes furious at the teacher and scolds him. Disturbed, they hand him to the police. Everyone is deeply wounded, considering Rue like a sister. They knew she was murdered, but couldn't prove it. One sits alone thinking about Rue, imagining her smiling at him. Liang returns home with companions. Zayu receives a message from May calling him to meet. Zayu is shocked. Jin is freed from prison. People in black coats arrive. Their boss is Zayu's friend. Jin speaks nonsense about Yune May, angering Ming, who fights and kills Jin. During this, they learn Yune May has fully turned into a vampire. Zayu arrives at a club where people dance. He meets a woman upstairs who tells him Yune May has fallen into her trap. Everyone dancing is a vampire drinking human blood. If Zayu disobeys, at 6 a.m., these vampires will attack and kill Liang and others. Scared of losing his friends, Zayu agrees to help. She is looking for a man, and Zayu must help find him. In return, she'll spare his friends and give him secret train records information. Zayu agrees, though angry and rude. She takes him to a factory where blood was processed. Zayu has the power to see past events by looking at blood. She asks him to find information about a man whose blood was used there. Inside, Zayu looks at photos. In the past, a boy named June came to May's house to study medicine at a boarding school where May's mother taught. May falls in love at first sight. Zayu discovers the man quit working there and only a few know about him. Zayu takes a list and goes to them one by one. They reach the first man. Zayu fights him and May threatens him for the location. He doesn't know but gives an address of another man who can tell Yune May's location. At a club, he arrives drunk with girls wanting to dance with him. Juan feels uncomfortable seeing Liang. Zayu and May reach the second man. In the past, June takes May to school on his bicycle. May likes this, but her friend also starts liking June, though May doesn't realize it. In the present, Zayu beats the man asking for the location. He tells them to ask someone else, so they leave. On the way, May threatens Zayu that if he doesn't find Yune May quickly, his friends will be killed. Furious, Zayu grabs May by the neck, then calms down and continues. They reach a makeup store where May used to work, the same company where Yune May worked as a substitute. Zayu controls himself and moves ahead. May threatens him again, walks forward, and cuts him with a knife. May reaches her place, applying makeup and thinking. In the past, May shops with June and becomes very happy. Her friend looks jealous. Later, walking with June, he asks about her friend, making May serious. The next day, eating together, her friend comes dressed nicely to meet June, making May angrier. When June returns after meeting her friend, he tells May he likes her and kisses her. In the present, May goes with Yune May, model who was friendly with Liang and added him on WhatsApp. She threatens Wan, saying this mistake could cost heavily, but Wan ignores her and walks away. In the past, at the place the model left, a dead body was found with vampire bite marks. Zayu and May reach a bar. The bartender knows Yune May's final location. He happily tells them. A secret deal happens between the bartender and them. They leave. In the past, everyone waits for May's birthday. When June arrives, he sees someone attacked May's entire family and killed them. Only May was alive, but badly injured, with vampire bite marks on her neck. June decides to help May. In the hospital, May drinks patient's blood. When she fully becomes a vampire, June keeps her in a room, going out to kill people and bring their blood for her. May feels guilty. Yune May and May reach a building where they meet June, now older and married to May's friend. Furious, May attacks and kills her friend. June gets angry, saying he'll end what he started, and presses a button filling the room with bright light. The light burns May like a cursed being. Zayu throws blood from his hands on May. Fong arrives and carries away June's friend's dead body. Zayu chases Fong, but time passes and it's almost 6 o'clock. When Zayu remembers everything, he feels pain but manages to save his friend. The next evening, Zayu sits in his office looking at photos of loved ones. A man tells Mai they can't find her. Mai replies they must do anything to find her. A girl, Faye, walks barefoot on the road, behaving strangely, with blood coming from her feet. Scenes Shoshing talking about Wan. A hospital call comes. He runs to the hospital where Faye is admitted. Faye is Dong's sister. Nobody understands what happened to her. When they return, Dong is asked about her. Faye says her mom wants a second marriage. She gets strange seizures, speaks weird words, and becomes unconscious. Her mom arrives. Dong doesn't take her seriously. The mom says a dangerous spirit entered their daughter, so she brought a mystic, spiritual healer. Dong doesn't believe the mystic and asks him to leave. The mom reminds him that when she brought an energy healer for his father, they didn't believe her either, and his father died during the operation. Dong becomes emotional, but still asks the mystic to leave. The mom leaves too. Dong tells everyone his mom is superstitious. His father had cancer. When the cancer-affected part was being removed, his mom suddenly came into the room, forcing them to proceed urgently. Due to blood loss, his father died. Everyone becomes sad. Faye drinks water like a mad person. Someone suggests calling an exorcist. Dong agrees and calls a source, spiritual expert. When the source arrives, Faye attacks him. Helpless, Dong calls the same source his mom brought. The source sets everything up. She watches carefully. When ready, the mystic asks Dong to bring Faye upstairs. Dong threatens the mystic that if anything happens to her, he'll kill him. Dong and she go outside while the ritual continues. When Faye acts strangely, the mystic moves to kill her, but Dong grabs him and threatens him. Ji and Zayu check old records for proof. They find blood drops on the source's car, giving Ji a vision of a boy falling from a car. They meet a knowledgeable woman who tells them many things about the direction and place. The source they called earlier asks to come with them, but they leave him behind. At a hospital, they meet a patient who sees the source's photo and says his name is Xu Hang, who experimented on her daughter. When her son returned, it deeply impacted him. He got cancer. When cured, he was hit by a car and died. Everyone becomes sad. They meet another woman who says that after Xu Hang's experiment, her husband got cancer and died. They're shocked. While leaving, a man sees Ji and runs. Ji chases and catches him, finding out that Xu Hang is an assistant sent after them. Ji becomes angry and decides to go to Xu Hang's house. Xu Hang is angry about their interference and mixes something into rice packet. Ji beats a man in another house and finds out everything. He unlocks the assistance process using many documents showing what's mixed into the rice, poison and cancer-causing bacteria. People who recover are killed so they can't reveal the truth. Ji rushes home. At Dong's house, people attack and beat Dong. Xu Heng sent them to kill Fei. At the right time, Ji and others arrive, fight everyone, and free Dong. Ji reaches upstairs, pushes Xu Heng, catches him, and demands answers. Xu Heng says Fei's mother had an affair and forced fake treatments on her husband, causing his cancer. Fei saw her mother kissing another man, so they planned to kill Fei. Instead of killing her directly, they gave her medicines that made her mentally unstable, causing her strange behavior. Dong becomes extremely angry and beats Xu Heng badly. Yune May and another person talk, but Yune May is angry and not talking properly. When she gets up to leave, she's told Zayu is alive. Hearing this, Yune May suddenly stops. An attack happens. When the lights return, everyone runs toward her. Her hand is injured. She says whoever attacked went outside. Sant goes out and sees blood, getting visions of someone dragging the president away. Zayu goes to a nearby showroom where the president is burning and someone else is tied up. A dangerous person attacked him. When taken to Lin, he says the servant killed the president. There was the president's blood on his taxi. Wei tells everything. He loved his son but never showed it. After his son's death, he found out a printer was involved, whom the president helped win through fraud. When the president came out drunk from work, he made the printer sit in the taxi to take him to Africa to apologize. But the president talked nonsense, so in anger, the servant killed him. Yune May does a quad call, warning someone to be careful. Hearing Yune May's voice, Sang freezes and calls back immediately, but she doesn't answer and leaves. Nan reaches the science paper office and finds out Yune May was called there but isn't present. Nan goes to a nearby shop, reacts with acid, and finds signs. He goes to a thug nearby who shows CCTV footage, telling him Yune May is alive. Everyone is shocked. They ask to analyze the video further and leave for home, thinking about when they were together. In the past, Zayu and others were given a mission. All three accept. They're sent to a place and told they'll face difficulties. The mission: a man embezzled $3 million and supposedly died in a plane crash. Later evidence shows he's alive, running illegal work. 50,000 devices have gone missing. Someone must go undercover into the company to find if the man is alive and where the devices are disappearing. Papers are signed immediately. Others agree too. In the evening, they plan. Someone will go to the company with money, asking to become an employee, then offer money to become a member of that apartment. No one can refuse work. They go to Office Bao, who joins and observes from above. They decide who will go. Zayu wants to go, but Min suggests someone else. Hong is chosen. Hong reaches the company in an expensive suit while others watch through hidden camera. Inside, after talking to departments, he offers money to become a member and partner. The company accepts him as a partner. Later, work discussions happen. Hong introduces Yune May as his friend. The plan is both will work together to find everything quickly. Company people assume they're a couple. Due to the situation, both agree. Yune May is introduced as his wife. At home, Hong doesn't talk properly and never liked he was with Yune May only for money. He tells Liang to take care of Yune May and the company and leave. Yune May becomes happy and hugs Liang. They find the taxi Yune May took earlier and move elsewhere. The team goes into the past where Yune May is taken to a big cinema hall to impress her. She's uncomfortable among crowds, but says nothing. Zayu worries about where Yune May has gone. When Yune May and Hong leave the movie, Hong flirts with her, but she doesn't respond much. At home, Hong hugs her and eats food. This continues. Hong spends more time with Yune May. Liang doesn't like it, but says nothing because of Yune May. The company makes a profit, and they continue work. One day, after huge profit, a celebration is organized. Everyone eats together. Yune May drinks a lot. Hong puts her in the car and takes her away. Cameras switch off, worrying others. Hong carries Yune May on his shoulder to the room. Liang gets angry seeing cameras off. The next day, Liang thinks it didn't feel right for anyone to touch Yune May. Mo says they must find Yune May quickly. They can't trace her. Liang removes his disguise and goes alone to find Yune May. He reaches a factory with blood packets and is caught by Luo. He tries escaping, but she stops him, saying if he wants to save his girlfriend, he must do one job within 2 hours or she'll kill her. Liang agrees and goes where Luo tells him to catch a man running illegal work secretly. He catches Nu and interrogates him. Nu says he works for money, giving fake treatment to dying people, then stops blood supply to families to extort money. The blood collected is from killing 50,000 people. Nu reveals Luo is a vampire who will kill both after her work is done. Liang gets furious, goes to Luo to confirm, and shoots her. Since she's really a vampire, nothing happens. She captures Liang. Liang tells her if she kills him, no one will tell where Nu escaped. He already let him go. Luo stops, then forces Liang to become a member. He refuses, but she shoots him and makes him drink her blood to save him. Liang suffers in pain, remembers Yune May, and becomes a vampire. Luo says she knew from the beginning he was very different. We see Hong, who has just been turned into a vampire. Luo gives him a little blood to drink. As soon as he drinks it, Hong starts coughing. Luo says mockingly, "Do you think becoming this is easy?" Hong replies that he is enjoying it a lot, and now he has to take care of a problem named Liang so that Yune May can be his. Saying this, he goes to Yune May, who is tied up. Yune May asks him to untie her and run away, but Hong stands there and tells her that she cannot escape now because he is a vampire. He says that the company people have already discovered their plan and will soon come to catch Liang and torture him to death. Hearing this, Yune May becomes very scared. Hong says that before they arrive, they should give Zayu an easy death because most people in the company are vampires and they will find Liang anywhere. Since Yune May does not want Liang to be tortured, she reluctantly agrees, but insists that she will still kill some soldiers, because if Hong kills Mo, she will not like it. Hong tells her that to survive, she will have to become like them. Hearing this, Yune May is stunned. We see Z, who is very worried about Rant's whereabouts. Just then, he receives a call from Guy, who tells him that Yune May is being held captive at a place where time cannot reach. That is why Liang will have to go there himself. Liang immediately takes the exact location and leaves for that place along with Fong, Liang, and many police officers. However, the police are misled and diverted, so they start going in the wrong direction. Meanwhile, Liang goes alone to rescue Yune May. When Yune May regains consciousness there, she becomes very disturbed because she cannot understand how she is supposed to kill a human being, especially when that man can do anything. After this, everything happens exactly the same way as shown in the beginning of drama. Liang and Yune May fight their way out of the building and somehow escape. While escaping, Yune May stops the car on the road and gets out. Seeing this, June follows her, but Yune May apologizes and shoots him, then leaves with Chai. According to their plan, they create a fake blast in the car so that everyone believes Liang is truly dead. In fact, this entire thing was staged, which is why the elders were shocked in the end. Later, when Liang reaches the location, he finds the dead body of a village soldier with a bomb placed near him. The bomb explodes, and Liang also gets injured. After this, Liang is admitted to the hospital. He has a phone with him. For many days, Liang cannot be found. Everyone takes great care, but when Liang finally regains consciousness, he is in deep regret and grief. He is extremely sad because Yune May has been taken from him. As a result, he does not even eat properly for many days. On the other side, Yune May tells the truth about everything, that she was used. But she also says that if she meets Mo, she will kill him. Hearing this, she feels very bad and starts crying. Both of them are shown in deep sadness. One day, Ran comes to meet Liang and tries to explain that they should not dwell on the past anymore. If they keep thinking about old things, they will not be able to live in the present. Saying this, he hands Liang a card and asks him to meet later. This card belongs to a private detective agency that Liang had opened. After this, the story returns to the present. Liang questions a taxi driver and reaches the location where Yune May had gotten down. As Liang moves forward, he meets Time, who tells him to stay away from Yune May and forces him to leave. Liang has no choice but to go back so that he can first inform the others. When Zayu tells this to Liang becomes very angry. In his anger, no one understands what is happening between the two of them. It seems strange because neither of them knows the full truth, and they also do not know that Liang has become a vampire. Because of this, Vol goes to Yang and tells her that Liang has been behaving very strangely lately. Yang replies that she has only heard the youths saying that they are searching for someone very important to Liang. Hearing this, Vol is shocked. Next, we see May arriving at Shin's place. She shares Wei's location post, and Hong shows a live feed in which people are being killed. May does not like this and asks to release Yune May, but Hong demands something in return. The face copy that Sagar had copied earlier, which they had found near a small blood bank while inspecting secret formula. Hearing this, May agrees and goes straight to Liang, and tells them that if they hand over that useless file, she will give them the train location. Liang sends Bang to prepare the data, and May leave. While leaving, Vol also sees her. Since Vol was searching for her to learn about her brother, she starts following May's car, but May manages to escape. Meanwhile, Liang and Bang try to access the data but do not find anything. Then Liang remembers that they had copied all the tube wall toppers earlier so that no one could reach them. Just then, May comes inside and pretends she has come to give something. After that, Ling is asked to transfer the laptop data into a USB. A little later, Liang takes that USB and examines it. They are pleased with what they find, and according to the data, Liang now knows where Yune May is. Yune May also returns Peng's pendant. After getting the address, Liang leaves immediately. On the other side, May calls someone. Next, we see Liang reach the hotel. As soon as he arrives, he knocks out everyone in his way and reaches Yune May's room. Seeing Liang, Yune May starts crying, and both of them hug each other tightly. When Liang asks her to come with him, Yune May refuses because she believes Fong will kill Liang. Hearing this, Liang becomes restless. To save Yune May, she attacks Liang again with a pen so that he can escape, but Liang suddenly heals in front of her. When Yune May realizes that Liang has also become a vampire, she understands that no encounter can harm him. She finally agrees to go with him. Now we see Guy, whom they had called earlier. When he tries to locate them, he finds nothing. He becomes furious and threatens to kill Yune May if she is not handed over. Liang immediately rushes toward the location. He sees many people heading there and realizes that Yune May has been moved elsewhere. He becomes extremely angry, thinking they have captured her again. Then Yune May is taken to an old school building now in ruin. She brings Yune May there, wraps her in a cloth, and lights dim lamps inside the room so that sunlight does not harm her. On the other side, Guy is extremely angry and orders his men to find Liang as soon as possible. Vol is also very worried because she has no idea where Liang and Yune May have gone, and none of the calls are connecting. We then see Guy brutally interrogating someone to find out the station details, but the man knows nothing, so Guy kills him. Meanwhile, Liang calls Chan and asks for 2 fake passports. Chan is shocked but agrees. When Yune May sees that Liang can walk in sunlight, she is extremely surprised. Liang explains that he himself does not know why this is happening, but we know that a scientist had once experimented on his girlfriend. Before using the medicine, the girlfriend died. Later, when Liang was dying, that same experimental formula was injected into him, which is why sunlight does not affect him. Now Yune May cannot speak properly because she had thought Liang would be very angry, but Liang tells her the truth, that he has been thinking about her for a long time. Later, Dong shows May a message sent by Chan that reveals Chi's location and mentions the passports. Without realizing it, May leaks all this information to Hong, who then orders Yune May to be brought back. We again see Liang and Yune May together. Liang feels the need for blood, so he uses his blood-filled inhaler and steps outside. At that moment, Hong attacks them. Liang wraps Yune May in a cloth and somehow escapes. When May reaches the place later, she finds no one and becomes nervous. On the other side, May goes to Vol's house and demands the pen drive. First, Vol asks her to tell the truth. May reveals that the company had used money to turn her dead girlfriend into a test subject. During testing, that girlfriend bit her, which is why May became a vampire. Hearing this, Vol is shocked, but she still hands over the face data as promised. Finally, we see Liang putting the pendant back around Yune May's neck and telling her never to lose it again. Yune May feels very happy, but suddenly, Hong and his companions arrive and surround them from all sides. They cannot escape. They show Ming, whom they have captured. Seeing his condition, Liang becomes furious, but he can do nothing. Yune May gently explains that maybe they both will have to go with them. Liang becomes very sad but agrees because he truly has no chance. They get into the car and are captured. May drops them off right outside the police station and moves ahead alone. She quickly enters and captures Fong. Quan accompanies her. When they reach the location, she is confident, but suddenly dance and the others appear. Seeing this, she becomes very scared and is captured. Next, we see Liang tied up. Someone approaches him and says, "I'm giving you a chance. Either save your friend or save your love." He guides him carefully and tells him that he must shoot one of the 2 people in front of him, one of whom may also be tied. He explains that Tsing has been tied in a special place with remote-controlled lights simulating sunlight. If Liang does not harm either of the 2, they will die. Hearing this, Liang starts crying, but still shoots. He removes the cover from the person in front, revealing Yen, who quickly shoots the dog, causing Liang to weaken. Yuen comes over and asks, "What do you think? Did you incite my men against me?" He then explains that even though Una was defeated in battle, she recovered her complete partner file, so she no longer needs to serve Chai. That's why she had already told Chi the positions there. The focus then shifts to opening dance and stars to Lu. But first, she opens Ko and tells Liang to rescue him. Meanwhile, Ko acts accordingly. While the public is being shot at, he escapes and kills Shun. Liang also frees option. Now Yune May is being freed, and all 9 are ready to fight. The scene cuts to the place where the youths are found, but their condition is very bad. They are near death. Seeing this, Vang comes out, listens to them, recalls their past forms, and hugs them. They manage to escape online. Knowledge, vision, and literature are caught in a dangerous battle. Mansing is freed and sent outside because he knows the danger. They start moving toward the hospital. Jobs warns that Zayu will be killed. Evening approaches, and he tries to act while the lights are turned on, illuminating sunlight all around. Shortly after, we see the body of a person who was killed. Next to the body is the partner program pen drive, which someone picks up, but its contents are never revealed. She searches the area but finds nothing in the bathroom. The scene shifts forward. Outside, pamphlets about the missing Jody-san are being distributed. Emo joins her Jo, which makes them very happy. However, she does not reveal Liang's location immediately, but quickly reaches him. Liang, seeing her, initially tries to attack because she had eaten recently, but then they all laugh and happily go together in the evening. If you liked today's video replay, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Goodbye.